It's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, and we help entrepreneurs make more sales with less effort. And today, in this very special episode of Revenue Talks, I'm going to be talking about personality-based sales. Now, why is that important? Because as entrepreneurs are having a conversation, I call it a sales conversation, sometimes they don't want to come across as salesy, or they're thinking about how can I totally connect with the person I'm speaking with. And one of the challenges is they're not sure what type of personality the other person has. Okay, let me give you an example. The biggest challenge we have is that we know how we like to be sold to, so we take that style, how we're sold to, and we try to sell it to everyone else. But here's the distinction I want to make in just this one episode. We're going to have 4 separate episodes, and as you're coming aboard, maybe you're just joining for the very first time, there are 4 personality types, and I'm going to be talking about that, how you can connect with your ideal client type. But if you want to just stay connected, hit the subscribe button, and the other 3 episodes will be sent to you. So let's get back to the problem that I've noticed working with, at least 100 plus entrepreneurs on a daily basis, is that they try to sell to every prospect the exact same way. Okay, sure, they change a little bit. Maybe they send them an email one time, maybe they meet in person one time, maybe they're sharing a video another way, but what I've learned is they're not sure who they're talking to. Shay, what do you mean by who? What type of personality does the person have? Are they someone that's visual? Are they someone that's auditor maybe? Or are they someone that really connects more from a feeling perspective? And that's the biggest challenge. So here's the answer that we're going to be solving today. We're going to be talking about how to have a sales conversation, learn the personality type that you're speaking to, and do 3 things. Jot these 3 things down in your notes. It's very important. This is episode number 1 of 4, but we're going to teach you how to connect, because you know their personality type. You don't have to be salesy. You don't have to change what you're doing. That's the good news. Oh, I'm so excited about that. And number 2, how you can collaborate. Shay, how do I collaborate with my prospect? Well, when you understand their personality type, you understand their problem, you speak their language, you are in a collaboration going on right there because you are solving a problem. I've said it before, I'm continuing to say it. People will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. So we're going to teach you how to have a sales conversation so you can connect, collaborate, and then at the end of the day, close, which means you're able to convert. In my studies of entrepreneurs for the last 12 years has taught me that I have to understand who I'm talking to. Now, when I first started, a little bit about me, back on May 31st, 2004, I didn't know this. I went out, and as I was trying to meet people and share how I solved the problems, I spoke the same way, I had the same energy, I even had sales conversation, and I had no idea of the type of personality. And today, that's what we're going to be referring to. That's what we're going to be talking about. What are the 4 personality types so you can connect with your ideal client? Now, I'm going to reveal personality type number 1 today, and there are 3 other personality types, and you can get those 3 by hitting the subscribe button, and you will receive those videos. Isn't that cool? Isn't that really cool? Okay, I like that. There are 4 personality types, so go ahead and pay attention. And as I was sharing my story, I shared that I didn't know. And because I didn't know these personality types, what I found out is a couple things. 1, I ran out of money because I wasn't having the right sales conversation. Number 2, it was really stressful because every time I talked to someone, I was wondering if they like me, if they trust me, if I was saying the right thing, because I didn't know the personality type. And number 3, and this is most important, I was unable to grow my business. I just wasn't happy. And it was very frustrating, and I don't want that to be you. So let's go ahead and reveal personality type number 1. Let me teach you how you can connect, how you can collaborate, and how you can close. And the big benefit to you is it's going to reduce your stress. You'll be happier, and at the end of the day, you have peace of mind. Does that sound okay? All right, let's go right now to personality type number 1. This is very important. Personality type number 1. It's called the conductor. Now, why do I call it the conductor? Well, folks studying personalities has been around for about the last 60 to 70 years. And psychologists have been studying it. They've come up with their own matrix on why people do what they do and the type of personalities they have. Even in the marketing arena, they study all type of prospects. But it didn't exist from a sales perspective. So as I was going through myself, and been doing this for over 12 years, all the time, full time, and as I was working with my clients, the common problem, the common challenge they had over and over again is they didn't understand the personality type, so they couldn't connect with the right language patterns. And that's very, very important. So I came up with 4 personality types, specifically for folks who want to be entrepreneurs. And it came from my own experience in studying what I call sales millionaires. Shay, what are sales millionaires? I'm gonna invite you into this conversation with you and myself. A sales millionaire is someone who's in the top 1% as an entrepreneur. They earn over $500,000 a year from the income that they drive from their sales. So that's who I learned from. Now, as I teach you about a conductor, I'm gonna define what a conductor is, then I'm gonna tell you how to spot the conductor, and then I'm gonna share with you how you can sell to them without being salesy, because I can hear you. Now, there's 3 other personality types. We're only on personality type number 1 here at RevenueTalks.com. Hey, look, you wanna stay in the conversation? Head over to RevenueTalks.com. Okay, let's get into the conductor. I'm not sure if they can see it. Trevor, let me know yet. If they can, I can't. They can't? Okay. So first, let's define the conductor. Jot this down in your notes. Number 1, they're goal-oriented. And they're very, very competitive. So imagine if you're speaking to someone and you are a financial planner and you're having a conversation with someone else and you want to be able to sell them financial services, solve their problem. One of the things you have to know when you're speaking to them is they're always thinking, how does my portfolio compare to other folks? What are other folks at my level doing? What is the next level that I'm trying to get to? What are they doing? They're very, very competitive. Now, you know that you're speaking to a conductor. We're defining them. This is who they are. You can't change this, but one thing you can do is you can change your conversation because we're having sales conversations. Talking about personality type number 1, the conductor. The other piece that's very important for you to understand, I want you to hear me very closely, is results are more important than personal relationships. That's right. So working with a life coach, and they were struggling not so much to earn income, but to really land the big account, And one of the challenges that they learned when they were trying to land the big account is they weren't connecting. And I asked the person, I said, is it possible that although you're speaking with women, for the most part, who are going through transformations in their life, is it possible you're making this personal? She said, it is, Shay, it is. I said, but if you're talking to a conductor, they're not as concerned about the personal relationship. What they want to know is how fast can you change their situation, or what's the result they're going to get once they have actually made the investment. They're more results oriented. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's important. That's important. Okay, I'm just going to define the conductor for you because I want you to know this when you're talking to them. The conductor, they really care about the bottom line. There's some folks that don't care about the bottom line. There are other personality types that are more warm and feely. We'll get into those, but today I'm just talking about personality type number 1. And personality type number 1, they do care about the bottom line. So if you're in there and you're talking to a business owner, you're talking to a speaker, maybe you're talking to an author, maybe you're working with other entrepreneurs, and you're focused on their big why, which is important. Their big why is important. But when you're talking to a conductor, we have to use language pattern that connects to the results. So you might say something like, so what you want at the end of the day is blank. Is that correct? They're going to say yes, or they're going to say no. If they say yes, you've now reached the result. Or you might say, what is your biggest concern in regards to ... What are you looking for? Now that might sound obvious, but it's not always as obvious as it appears. So let's talk about the conductor. Let's talk about how to spot them. Today on Revenue Talks, we're talking about personality-based sales, your ideal client, how you can connect, how you can identify, because now you have the distinction that there are many different type of personality types, especially in sales. So your prospect may have one personality. You don't have to change who you are. I'm teaching you how to still be authentic, how to be yourself, how not to be salesy, because that's what my clients and folks that follow us tell us. But you can still do three things. You can still connect. That's number one. Number two, you can collaborate because you understand their problem. You're speaking their language. And number three, in this sales conversation, you can actually convert. That means you can close the deal. Doesn't that feel good? Oh, it feels so good to me. And that's a challenge. Okay, so let's talk about how to spot them. How do you spot a conductor? Three things. Let me share these three things with you. And I want you to put this in your notes. Now, if you want to get all 4 episodes, this is episode number 1 of personality-based sales, how to really identify your personality type of your prospect. Go ahead right now. Here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want you to do. You can do this easily. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. And if you want this year to be your best year ever, because you're going to connect, you're going to collaborate, and you're going to close, I want you to do something. Right below, hit the share button. Hit the share button and just type these words, best year ever, because you are the best you can possibly be. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that just feel good? You are going to be the best you can possibly be, so you can have the best year ever. So go ahead and hit the share button. I'm going to do something special. I got a fantastic gift. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But look below, hit the share button, because we're going to pay this forward, and just type in best year ever. Okay, so how do you spot a conductor? Number one is they're going to speak in direct language. They're going to be very direct. They're going to say, I'm looking to do this, or you must be able to do blank. A decorative sentence is very important. So they're not going to ask you. They're going to tell you. They'll even share with you what research they've done. See, this is important, because when you hear that, you know they're looking for the results at the end. Let me share an example of what I mean by that. I was working with someone, and I was really sharing with them the importance of really having happiness and success and freedom. And the person says, I want to earn over $15,000 a month. Very, very direct. A decorative sentence. Number two, they're animated. Their body language is going to be different. If you're on the phone, I'm going to tell you what you can do for the conductor. If you're face to face with them, doesn't mean they're going to be jumping up and down like this or yay, yay, yay. But they'll be animated. If they say, I've tried this before and it just hasn't worked, that's animation there. If they're on the phone, you will hear their passion and you will hear the direct tone while you're listening to them. See, everyone is not a conductor. They really aren't. But you do have prospects who are conductors. Today, we're talking about the 4 sales personality types. That's important. There's sales personality types. There's other personalities out there. We're talking about sales personality types, so you can attract your ideal client and speak their language to do 3 things. Because that's a challenge. Connect, collaborate, and what? At the end of the day, close. That's important. The third area I want to tell how you can spot them is you'll see them leaning forward. Now, if you're in person, you can see this. If on the phone, obviously you can't. But doesn't mean they're going to be like, ah. But when they speak, they're always coming towards you because their confidence is there and they know what they want. So, okay, Shay, I understand the conductor wants results. I understand, Shay, if I'm talking to a personality and they focus on the bottom line, that's what they want. Sometimes Trevor and I will have conversations and they say, hey, that's a bottom line person. And in my mind, I don't hear bottom line person. I hear that's a conductor. Here's how we got to sell to them. That's what you want, right? And I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to release that to you today. But here's what I want you to do. Look below, hit the share button, and just type these words. I solve problems. Just put down below, I solve problems. If you're an entrepreneur, then you're in business for one reason only. You're having sales conversations because people will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. Okay. Just go and type that. Now, for those folks that are sharing and are making comments, I've got a real special gift. And for those of you who just want to connect, you're like, Shay, I'm just curious about the other 3 personality types because this episode is only personality type number 1. Well, for you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button right there, and all 3 of these episodes will be sent directly to you. Okay, how do you sell to conductors? Let me give you one idea. One idea implemented is better than 1,000 ideas you know right now. And here it is. Don't waste their time. cut right to the chase. You got to get right to the bottom line. When you're dealing with a conductor, you've got to get to the bottom line. Don't waste their time. I was just at an event just this past weekend. I knew I was dealing with a conductor because one, the person was on time early, day one. Day two, they were on time. Day three, I was running late because of traffic. Now, think about this. I teach time management. Shh. And yet I was late because of traffic, which means I could have left a little early, but there was an accident. No excuse. But you know what the person did? They called me right at 10:30. They said, I don't have my time. I knew from day one I was dealing with a conductor. So you don't want to waste their time under any circumstances. You're dealing with a conductor. Okay, the next idea you want to know is how do you sell to a conductor? How do you sell to a conductor? You emphasize how your product will solve their problem. Let me do a recap. You emphasize how your product will solve their problem, get the result that they're looking for. See, that's how you actually step back, and that's how you what? Sell to a conductor. So first we had to define what a conductor was, and it's possible, and it's not your fault because I was like that maybe you haven't been in this conversation about dealing with sales personalities. You're having sales conversations, whether you like it or not. You're speaking to people and you're excited about it, but you're selling to everybody the exact same way. And if you and I were having a conversation, which we are through the power of those fiber optic lines right now, just you and I are stepping back and we're having a very private, personal conversation. And if I would sit you down and say, you know, the last 7 days, as you've been going about your business, are you identifying the personality type of your ideal client while you're speaking to them? If the answer to that question is no, Shay, then I want you to really pay attention. I want you to hit the subscribe button. That's number one, because I want you to get these 4 personality types. It will help you to have more clarity on your conversations. It will help you as you're speaking the client's language, and it will help you to connect at a much deeper level. And it's not your fault. I did not know this. And I don't know, I may have left, $1 million on the table over the last 12 years just because I didn't know how to connect. And I didn't know the personality type. Yes, I had the energy. Yes, I had the big why. Yes, I had the passion. Yes, I wanted to help. But you know what? It takes 5 parts to crack this code. I had 4. The 5th one was personality types, and I didn't have it. And I didn't know what I didn't know. But today you know, so I'm so excited you're here. I'm so glad you're here. How do you sell to the conductor? Well, you know they have a competitive spirit, so you show them how they're going to be heads and shoulders above everyone else in the industry. Jot that down in your notes. They're going to be heads and shoulders above everyone else in the industry. See, that's how you sell to a conductor. That's how you get them ahead. If you happen to be talking to Trevor Otts and you're talking about technology, you'd better step back. You better be able to say, look, you use this technology, no one else in the industry is doing it. You're going to be far ahead of everyone else. You're probably about 3 steps closer in a conversation. Number 1, holding his attention. And number two, having them say, You see how easy that was? Because he's a conductor in some cases, and he wants to be heads and shoulders above everyone else and ahead of the curve in the industry, not against themselves. That's the key. Put that in your notes. When you're dealing with a conductor, they're not trying to be the best who they can be. They want to be better than everyone else in the industry. Different level. If we're talking about someone who wants to be relentless, that's different. They're always competing against themselves. But in many cases, the conductor's not competing against themselves, not internally, not on a subconscious line. They're always looking at what everyone else is doing and saying, I need to be better than them. Different conversation. See, now you know that. So you might be thinking, Shay, how do I interact? How do I interact with the conductor? Trevor, I'm going to share something that I wasn't going to share, my man. I'm going to flip this over. How to interact with sales personality types. We're talking about the conductors. And there are 3 other types. This is episode number 1. I want you to really, if you can, I want you to hit the subscribe button right now. Hit the subscribe button and subscribe so I can send you all 4. But I'm giving you one. I'm giving you the conductors. Now you might be thinking, Shay, how do I interact with the sales personality type? The conductor. We're at revenuetalks.com right now. And this is another episode. And I'm excited to be here because I know what it'll do for you. So let me walk you through 3. I like doing things in 3. Jot this down in your notes because simple is easy and easy is duplicatable. Let me say that again. Simple is easy And easy, by the way, is very duplicatable. See, you can do that. You can make that happen. Okay, so conductors. How do we interact with conductors, Shay? Don't worry about the other three right now. You focus right here because this is a money idea. You're already having a conversation. So doesn't it make sense if you're already having the conversation, you're already speaking to someone, you're sending emails to someone, you're marketing to someone, wouldn't you want to know their personality type and connect with them the best you possibly can without being salesy? See, that's the key. You don't want to be salesy. Okay, here we go. Let's give them three. I'm going to release this. Don't worry about the other ones. Let's look at the conductor. Number one, give them the facts first. You got to stress being rational. Put that in your notes. That's a $50,000 idea when you're speaking directly to conductors. Give them the facts first. Stress how rational the facts are. So let's say, for example, if I'm speaking to someone and they're looking to generate more leads, I may say, you know, if you had 5 more qualified leads on a daily basis, you would earn more income because you would help more people. I'm going to come out of the gate with that. But why did I do that? Well, because it's an interesting fact. Nobody cares about facts and data. Well, not the conductor. Remember, they're looking for the what? The result that they can get at the end. Number two, give them the logical reasons for buying and doing it quick. Let me say that. Now, it's been often said that people buy on emotion. And I don't believe it's the case. I mean, I think they get emotional and that does move folks. There's no doubt about that. That's why music is so great. That's why folks love to get together and be around other folks. The emotion is there. But when you're dealing with a conductor, now remember there's 3 other personality types. We're going to get to those on other episodes. But when you're dealing with a conductor, you've got to give them logical reasoning. Connected not to their why, but to the value. Hey, Trevor, I might use that in the future. Start with the why, end with the value. You don't like that? You know, hey, see how cool this is? That was just something Trevor and I have been talking about a conversation earlier, and I couldn't connect the dots, and now I'm thinking, so you're going to start with their why, that'll get them emotional, but then you got to tie it to the value they get, which is the results that the conductor wants at the end of the day. And the last one I'm going to share in the time I have. I wish I had more time. I'm looking forward to you connecting with me at revenuetalks.com. I want you to text the word revenue to 240-428-6333. They made me showing it to you so you can get all the gifts. I mean, I have 5 super duper gifts that I want to make sure that goes over to you. That's my promise, just for you being here. But this last one, we're not even in bonus time yet. This is a money idea. How to interact with sales personality types. We've given you 4. This is one type because I've got 3 other episodes to do, but this is important, and here it is. Please don't miss this. Jot this down in your notes, and here it is. Give them precise answers. That's right. Give them precise answers. Jot this down in your notes. When you're dealing with a conductor, less is more. See, it's not even up here. Less is more. You do that, and you're going to, you guys got a sneak preview of something I'm supposed to trade later, by the way. But isn't it cool to know, you can interact with them. You've got the conductors. You can give them what they want. You can be precise. You know you got to deal with logical reasons. And then I gave you a bonus one. And that is, you got to get to the answers quick. Okay. In additional episodes, we're going to be talking about 3 other personality types. Personality-based sales, your ideal client type, so you know who you're speaking to, you know why you're saying what you're saying, and you do 3 things in this sales conversation. I love things in 3s. You're going to do 3 things in these conversations. Call them the 3 C's if you want. You're going to connect, you're going to collaborate, and at the end of the day, if it makes sense, you're going to close. With that being said, I want you to know that you're a winner, you're a champion, you have so much greatness inside. You've been doing great so far, but with these personality types, these sales personality types, you will understand your prospects, speak to them on a subconscious level, and go back to your existing clients and be able to help them faster with less effort so you can truly get what you want. You can have financial freedom, you can have success, your family can have happiness, and you can connect to your big why on why you got started with your passion. With that being said, remember to do 3 things. Number 1, be humble. That means go out there and serve the best you can. Number two, always be hungry. Always be learning. When do you stop learning? The obvious answer is you never stop learning. And number 3, you got to hustle. You got to give your best. You got to be better than yesterday every single day. You do that and you will be successful. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown, the sales cardiologist. Make it a great day, everyone, and we'll make good things happen. We connect on episode next 1, 2, and 3, but you got to hit the subscribe button, and we'll send all 3 of those to you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.